Hello, chat. Three, st- 3 days of streaming in a row. I know, new record. um, Trying to be a little sneaky tonight and take advantage of these current trends in the meta, and with all this Absol and all this Raging Bolts, let's play some. All this Absol, all the Charizard. Let's play some Raging Bolt DX and farm all these silly new decks. So round one here. We hit Slowking. Okay, man. Not the biggest tournament side or anything, but I wanted to stream again, play some Pokemon today, yap about what happened this weekend, and yeah, win a tournament with Raging Bolt and like call it a comeback. So yeah, first round we're up against the one and only Slowking. I get farmed by this? No, their deck's horrible. It has to be alright. Yeah. Oh no, there's no way I get farmed by this, right? Yeah, the plan was to hit a bunch of Mega Absols and Charizards and then just like farm. I don't know that my deck is very good against many other things. But we're better versus this new Gardevoir deck. What is looking at the one shots me? I like the Haxorus, I think that can one shot. I mean they do trade with me pretty efficiently. But if I get to like Baby Bolt and stuff, then maybe we're fine. We just like try to limit their ability to like cure them for a bunch of prizes. Keep sniping. Surely it's okay. Their deck's also terrible. We'll just play Judge and they'll lose. Lost the plot, Raging Bulk. No. Did you guys best finish in months and you play Bolts? Dude, I said I've streamed like Pidgeot. I've had like 7 Pidgeot streams. I want a little bit of a break. I'm gonna be playing so much Pidgeot in preparation for Las Vegas. I need a little bit of a break. And I wanted like people have asked me like what I think about Bolt, how I would play Bolt. I think if there's ever a window for Bolt to succeed in this format, it's right now with all the Absol. So we're trying to take advantage of that and get the online tournament win tonight. We'll go back to like cool stuff later in the week. Trust. Virtual break with Snorlax streams. There was, yeah. People would get upset when I would stream Snorlax. I'd like have like 1 or 2 per format, and then people would tell me how boring they were and didn't want to watch them. But I mean, they were kind of right, but also at the same time, it was like, man, there'd be like one day a month I'd like wake up and want to play Blocklax. What new decks or things do you want to try? I want to try the Liam slash Nathan Ginsburg Pidgeot deck. I want to play some Absol Mega Kanga. There's like a Kangaskhan stall deck that got top 128 in Brazil, which looks kind of fun. Is it over for control with Absol being so big? I think Pidgeot's still fine into Absol, honestly. The more that I've thought about the matchup, I think it is playable. Don't know you need to play for a Lil. Help you? I don't know, man. Lil's in like 2 weeks. It's like pick one of the best decks, one of the best decks that performed well this weekend, and then just like grind it for these next 2 weeks. Okay, my opening hand is kind of goofy. Okay, E-Switch is a funny top deck. Forgot how to play this deck. Oh yeah, we go Teal Dance, and then we go Fan Call, and then we just like win the game. Alright, sick. And yeah, I'm using the ugly arts today. We have ugly Teal Mask Ogerpon, ugly Raging Bolt, and ugly Bloodmoon Ursaluna. Please do not call my Pokemon ugly. Okay, they are. This hand is crazy awkward. I don't know how badly I need Prime in this matchup, but I'm gonna have to like bin the. Well, this is okay. I'm gonna like bin the Superior, but I don't think I should like actually be taxed too heavily on energies here. Able to just messed all up. Terra Box and horizontal regionals met 4 Shamans in the first 4 rounds. How did you hit that many Shamans? How and why were there that many people playing Shaman in 2025? What the heck? When there was the Shemansky had the game versus the Shaman on stream. That was like so sad. Okay. Shops Bolt. Alright, they go attached to active. Draw 8. It's Klefkizard Shaman. Yuck. Now try to use control again on mages. Do you have any plans to go with control on next regionals? Yeah, I'm still gonna try to make it work for Las Vegas. No guarantees. If I think the deck is a good play, I will play it. If I think it's not, I won't. It's, I guess, as simple as that. Yeah, that's the plan of now. I'm gonna keep working on it. I think the Absol matchup is manageable if you can get a really fast LGM and maybe even have like Team Stargrunt mix in there as well. Because if the Absol deck gets behind on energy attachments, their deck is not very good. I could go active here, but I kind of want to judge. I think I will judge. I didn't prize check to see if my judge was in there. Good. I didn't see it because it's usually like on that first swipe, but Turo was blocking it. Okay. Let's discard that. 1 second, chat. Let me play my turn. I'm gonna do all this snipe and not to judge them back down to 4. All right. That's not really the hand I want to see. Am I allowed to put in area 0? No, they play 4 Academy Knights. We are not allowed. Okay. Natu knocked out. Not too bad. Seen a little bit of Slowking lately. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Speaking of Bird, what the heck does Bird do into Lucario? Trap Lunatown? You can try to like gust up their bigger retreat Pokemon in Mill if you play it. But yeah, it's a pretty cursed matchup. The only ways I've like won is like scamming with Mill or Pidgeot knock out the Riolus over and over again. It's a really bad matchup. AOB, if you go to Vegas, you're beating the slot machine allegations? What slot machine allegations, bro? What? We're talking about Slowking here. Do we lose the game? I don't think so. They still have to keep finding Slowkings. They also like need to find quite a lot here. Like they need Slowking, energy, and the right attacker. They threw away the Kyurem. Oh, that's funny. They probably have Max Rod in hands then. Okay, well that is not good for me. Most up placing Poltless were playing Turo. Is that bad for control? I mean a little, but I still think our get rid of energy plan is strong enough. Okay, they discarded Kyurem. They definitely have Max Rod, right? That's who they want to attack with here, isn't it? I'm confused. Okay, there's a Night Stretcher. Oh, they're a Haxorus KO the active? There's Haxorus KO any basic Pokemon. I can't remember. Is it a basic Pokemon anywhere or just active? Well, we're about to find out. It must just be active. I can live with that. It's like a relatively expensive KO. Just takes 1 prize. I'm like actually kind of fine with that. I would have been more upset if they Kyurem me, honestly. Okay, we can get the Fez. Get the Stadium Bump, not get the active. Things aren't looking horrible. Do you need Canadian Tree Pidge? I don't think you do. It's like it's definitely a good card to have in the deck, but I don't think you're like griefing yourself by not playing it. Like there probably is a higher value card you could play. Honestly, getting to a C-Pout this turn, denying the 3-prize Kieran would be really sick. I think I want to play to that. I didn't need to bench that guy yet. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't played Raging Bolt in a long time. I don't remember how to play this deck. Okay. No C-Pow. These promo arts are egregious. That is exactly why. It's exactly why I use them tonight. I wanted someone to tell me that I was using the worst arts possible for my Pokemon. Okay, well they drew out of Judge, which is very bad for me. But I think we'll be okay. Sorry, you've been asked. Well, how come you didn't come to Milwaukee? Just never deck prepped or confidence or something? No, I never had Milwaukee booked. Like Milwaukee was never going to happen, no matter if I had the BDIF or had something terrible. Like I had nothing. So it was never happening. Like I think I would have been fine with my Pidgeot deck. Like someone playing almost my exact 60. One of my old locals got top 32 for the list I helped him with. So like, it's not. I think I would have done fine. Just was never. It was never in the plan. I'm not going to everything this year. I'm gonna skip some tournaments. Milwaukee happened to be one of the ones that I'm gonna skip, but still going to a lot of regionals, a lot of poke to be played. Ooh. Okay. How's the club? Use our matchup for control. I think it's fine if you play Team Stargrunt. I think in general Team Stargrunt's really good in control right now. You are better into it's like good into Absol and Charizard. Alright, there's the Max Rod. Oh no, they're cooking here. I think it's Slowking energy. Okay, they don't have as many energies as I thought they did. I'm going to Vegas? Yes. 100% going to Vegas. It's all booked. It's all locked in. Will I play in? I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna butcher it if I try. So no, I'm not going to that regional. I think it's one of the ones in Brazil. I'm not going. What's the play with C-Pao? You can put down Area 0 and then bump it in the same turn to clear liabilities. LASC, no, I didn't get in. I also didn't try to get in, but I didn't get in. Alright, they have to jet to the active. They have another 2-price turn here, which is really annoying. Let's see if they go Kyurem. Oh no, I think that they're going, yeah, they're going Jewel Breaker. Okay. Yeah, this is actually really annoying. I win in 3 turns, they win in probably 2. Man, this is not good for me. They have Haxorus and discard. And maybe okay, stop. I think I try to create an all single prize board here so they can't cure him for anything, and then just say that you can't win the game. Fastball. Grab the Mew. Let's flip. I can't draw a C-Pal like at all. My C-Pal does not want to show up. I mean it's fine, I guess. Can stretcher back bolts. And draw some cards. I think it has like 3 Ultra Balls and the Chien-Pao in deck. I would really like to hit it. I just can't find it. That really sucks. I know they're sitting on a Kyurem. Not good. Okay, I guess I'll put this down so if they want to Academy at night. Well, okay, I guess this is fine. Maybe. Okay, I still need them to miss for a turn. And they're down a lot of resources, so maybe it could happen. Just me not having any disruptions is really annoying. I wanted to look at their discard. I mean, they're down some energies, a couple academies, some recovery. Instantly find the academy at night, but I can bump the Hoothoot and the Fan Rotom, so they have to go like double Haxorus to win. What does this Drifblim do? I don't really care about that. So they also have Conk and Annihilate, I guess. They have more outs than I thought. There's a Cypher. That probably lets them attack. Dude. We may actually be cooked. The Slowking deck does not miss. Frightening would Bolt be top 3? I think Bolt has more problems than just Clefairy. But it would make your Gardevoir matchup better. If so, it would probably still not be good. Okay. They put down the Fez here. I mean, yeah, my opponent got the... I mean, not the perfect setup, but pretty good setup. Alright, they... seemingly have everything. Did they get the attacker? They need Conk or Haxorus here. Annihilate would be bad. They lose the game if they Annihilate. Do you guys see this here? Maybe. Alright, there's the Conk. Yeah, this is pretty bad for me. Oh, they just grabbed the Slowking. So they already have the Conk in hand. Dang. Academy at night. Maybe I should have tried to attack with the Ursaluna. I could have Crispined to it and attacked. Yeah, that may have been the play. Okay, so... they have one prize card left. They attack next turn, they win. I have Bloodmoon Ursaluna. I can try to bump their stadium. I have to decide whether I want to KO this Fez. There's finally Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao can be nice, though, to bump this Academy, force them to have their last one. And they probably have an energy, so it most likely is better to kill the Fez. Yeah, we are kind of getting cooked, but I probably messed up by not swinging with the Ursa last turn when I could have. Okay. Which will for the Chien-Pao and flip. No, I think my timing of Judge was fine. They just happened to draw. Like, if I get one more turn, I'm fine. Like, I got one more free prize off that Judge. I think my Judge was timed fine. I think I just have to kill this Fez and just say that you don't have it. Yes, I definitely should have used Boss instead of Prime Catcher. But I don't think it really matters. Well, actually, no, it does. Because I'm in bench space for Latias right now. But I can draw the rest of my deck. So, no, it does not matter. Okay. I have Turo as well. Alright, let's see. Can they find... They have to find Haxorus in their stadium. Their last stadium. Like, they can't go Cypher into Haxorus, which is nice. But I definitely should have tried to use Ursaluna last turn. They maybe wouldn't have gotten there. There's the stretcher. That's... okay, it's Fez, not the Haxorus. So they don't have the stadium just yet. We do win the game if their stadium is prized. Okay, there's the other stretcher. And that's their last night stretcher. But they get back with it. Haxorus. Nest ball here. So we need them to somehow whiff their last stadium when they have like 2 ciphers. A lot of outs left. We probably just lose. It didn't flip first. Does that make sense? I mean, they get to see a lot of their deck, but now they could... They don't play boss. Theoretically, yes, but no, they don't play boss. Yeah, they've drawn all their cards. I don't think they should have gone Lily there. I would like to see them flip first, because then if they draw Cypher energy, they win. They're slow rolling really hard. And they missed! We win! Okay. I don't think they sequenced their last turn correctly there. They like took away all their Cypher outs and put their Haxorus back into the deck. How much HP does this thing have? It's gonna get knocked out. It's gonna get overkill just in case. Okay. We're back to Mickey Horrors. Oh yes. Round 1 dub over Slowking. I was not worried. Were you worried? I wasn't. First match, first paid actor. Yeah, I think that wasn't right, but it's okay. Yes, Raging Bull is very good versus Towards deck. That is why I'm playing it today, because I wanted to like get a sneaky dub with a Bull, and this is probably the best window of this format to do so. Because there's a lot of Charizard and a lot of Absol box. And Bolt is decent against, well, really good versus Absol, decent versus Charizard. Yep. Absol is by far the most played deck tonight. Alright, good. Not too much Cerulege. That was one matchup I was like debating how much I wanted to tech for. I didn't end up respecting it at all. But yeah, the list I'm playing tonight is like 2 cards off what I played to Worlds. I have a Turo in here instead of Cornerstone, and I'm playing the Superior Energy Retrieval instead of a regular Energy Retrieval. I think that the Turo helps with all the retreat luck going around right now, and also still is pretty good versus Dango. And with all the megas, the bigger numbers you need to hit, I think it does make sense to play Superior to have a little bit extra recovery when you need it. Also was thinking like Glass Trumpet, Levincia, like more recovery did sound good also, but didn't know how to fit it, so just decided to kind of cheat in more recovery by taking out the regular Retrieval for a Superior. Well, Tord cooked up this pretty broken Absol Mega Kangaskhan deck, and there were 3 in top 8s, 1 in top 4 in Milwaukee. And then also Gabriel Fernandez got second with it over in Brazil. Here's Cape Ho here Gibsard. Evan Pavelski and others played it. I think I like Jackson's build more. Whenever I played those like more defensive build of Charizard, like ever since Rotom has rotated, they just haven't felt very good. Yeah, it seems okay, but I like Jackson's build more. Okay, so yeah, the meta tonight is whatever. A lot of Absols, Charizard. There's a bit of an uptick in Bolts for some odd reason. I wonder why. But yeah, and then there's some usual online tournament jank, Crustle, Alakazam, Conk. But yeah, we actually, let's see, how much time do we have? We have like 7 minutes. We can yap about Milwaukee a little bit. So if you missed it, yeah, Charizard ended up taking it. And there's also a lot of Absols in, here's 3 Mega Absols in cuts. Also a Zoroark made cuts. There was a Cerulege that also made cut but got disqualified. So Lance was the cutoff for asymmetrical cut there. So a couple pulls in top cut, but none in top 8s. McCrustle snuck its way into cash. A couple Pidgeots with it, with the cash finishes. A Dango snuck into top 32. What happened to the Cerulege? I got DQ'd for marked cards. Apparently had had an issue with like 2 1-of cards in the deck. Judges decided to DQ. My prediction of no Cerulege in top 32 did not age very well. Yeah, there were technically 3. So yeah, this Absol deck is definitely real. There were some doubters when like the Tord list originally got leaked on Twitter. A lot of people are like, man, this doesn't seem very powerful. And I do think the Tord deck, its stats maybe aren't the best. Like, it's not blowing anything up. It's not like doing anything super flashy, but it's just very well rounded into most of the top decks. Like as you go down the meta share here, you start to run into some problems. Like Tord's losses were to Mega Manectric and Joltik Box, like 2 decks that you don't expect to see at top tables, but you can definitely run into on your way up. So yeah, the Absol deck had kind of an insane run over the weekend. Yeah, if you look at its conversion rates, 51% of people who played Mega Absol converted to day 2, which is ridiculous. Like just a few weeks ago, we were talking about how ridiculously well Terrabox converted at Frankfurt. If I remember correctly, it was like 30 something. Or it was 41. So like Absol did 10% better than Terrabox, who had like a really insane weekend. There also was an E-regional last season where Cloth had like a really insane conversion rate. It was either, I think it was the Stuttgart regional. I think. Yeah, 63%. That was another absurd conversion rate. Yeah, there was some funny stuff happening in Brazil, but yeah, insane conversion rate for Absol. But I think some of that is due to the players who were on it. Like if you look at all the people who were playing with it, regional champion, Tord, Ryuki, IC champion, John's a regional champion. I mean, yeah, pretty much all the way down here, amazing players. So Absol had the highest concentration of really good players playing it. So that certainly helped its really strong performance because there just weren't as many below average players on the deck. So yeah, that I think it's unreasonable to expect Absol moving forward to maintain these insane win percentages. Like it certainly has great matchups, but not this good. I don't think we're 73% into Polts. Even that Bolt number seems quite high. The Django number seems really high. Yeah, I think some scamming happened. I don't know how we went 3-3 versus Crustle. That should be an auto loss. Wait, can we find the Crustle players who lost here? Can we shame them? That's despicable behavior. Yeah. I wanted to find and shame Crustle players. Henry? Oh, you're playing 2 miss. Bro. Because we're trying to do this dumb pseudo-wudo stuff. We are also playing Sada Kinner deck. Come on. Yes. Okay, deserved. Not gonna lie. Very, very deserved. Henry Thompson, do better. Anyway. I've seen the counter to Mega Absol. Like, what do you mean by the counter? Like a deck that counters it, or like someone made a hard counter deck to it or something? Oh, Zard right now between Absol and Zard for Vegas. Zard seems good. You just have to dodge Poltnor. Like Jackson won. I think he only hit 1 Poltnor. Yeah, did win, but I don't expect that matchup to go like Jackson wasn't playing Psyduck. Doesn't have. I mean, Lily helps deal with the item lock better than before, but it's still not a great matchup for Zard at all. Was fortunate to only see 1. Also, I don't think this Grim matchup's that great, but also I don't think Grim's that great of a deck. Yeah, I think Zard is really good. Poltnor doesn't seem like especially well. Poltnor seems great into this Guardy deck that doesn't play Evo. So maybe moving forward, Poltnor does rise up a little bit due to like Zard and like this final happening. But I wouldn't expect Poltnor to like go too crazy. It just seems like kind of a okay deck. So I think Zard is pretty good. Absol is gonna have the Absol is gonna have the problem of more people respecting it and knowing how to play against it. Like I have to imagine that everyone who played the Absolist over the weekend got a lot of free percentage due to their opponents not understanding what was happening. And then also like decks, all sorts of decks can tech for this in different ways, like with Tool Scrapper, Enhanced Hammer, Dangos can respect Cornerstone. Like this deck has exploitable weaknesses, so it may be able to evolve, but I'm not sure you can just run back this list into a different regional, a different field, and expect to convert quite as well as this weekend's. Are there rocks in Raging Bolt yet? I haven't, but they do not seem very good. By playing Raging Bolt EX, I want to take the first two prizes, and the best way to take the first two prizes are by using Noctowl on your second turn. So, yeah, there's not really any reason to play straight bolts or rocks. They're just not as good. It's not as good at taking the first two prizes as Noctowl. We've not talked about the controllers yet. We'll probably wait on those until the next round, because the next round is I mean, I've kind of yapped about control a little bit, but like not anything like super serious. Okay, we hit Zard. Okay, this is Zard with no ghosts, and no Briar, so it should be a pretty easy one, right? Trust. The 11 times Bullish is really cool. We'll talk about, or we can talk about the Brazil results later. But yeah, I like Yurko's list a lot. I think he did some cool things with it. The Wellspring is a pretty good idea. Like some people that I coach on Bolt, like had asked me like a few weeks ago, like or like once the set dropped, like what do you think about Wellspring and Bolt? It seems really good in the Sarah matchup. And I was kind of like, it seems fine, but at that point, like, why are you not just playing Terra Box? But Terra Box is a lot worse in the Zapsol decks. That there might actually be merit to playing Bolt with Wellspring and like actually be it actually be some kind of upgrade to Terra Box in some ways. We've seen Wellspring Bolt pop a couple times now, and like every time it's just been like, okay, cool, but surely this is just worse than Terra Box, but there might be merit now. No, or I'm sure you can do stuff with Sob, but mainly Torrential Pump to let you take the first two prizes. Like Baby Bolt isn't always good enough for stuff like Saraledge and Dango. Like you want to be able to take the first two out of like entirely single prize board states. Like especially Saraledge, they can be a pretty massive problem if you can't take the first two. Even the first one, because they can like Briar you. Okay, there we are. It's not actually as difficult to fit as you might think. Alright, so up against Charizard, no Dusknoir, no Briar this round, so should be pretty fine. Have to have to judge them, and they probably won't play the game after that. I don't think there was the Shaman in this deck either. But even like the Shaman in Jackson's deck, I don't think is too scary as Bolt, because it's so difficult for the Zard player to get it down like turn 1 or turn 2. If you're ultraling for Shaman, it's going to be so much harder for you to get all your other stuff set up. Let's go first. Fine with me. This hand is horrible. Sorry, Baby Bolt for the second time today. Mulligans. Huge. 2 mulligans. My hand might be broken, chat. Let's lock in here. I'm thinking we get... How about a Nest Ball and a Teal Mask Ogerpon? I don't ask for much. I'll take 2 Nest Balls, or a Nest Ball and an Ultra Ball. 2 more energies. Okay, man. Be like that. Okay. What a lit hands. Sure. Well, we can Thunderbird Storm their Pidgey next turn. That could be fun. These are games the games you lose as Bolt. You with Fan Rotom. So was a using your Townsville for Vip Band and Rotom boss your Pidgeotto? Oh my goodness. They saw the Lunarock players doing that and they're like, that seems pretty tough. I want my Fan Rotom to be able to one-shot Relicious. Just so happened you had the 80 HP Pidgeotto. They get the Tatsu and the Mander. Balloon into the Tatsu, so pretty good for them. And still get the Evo. And the Arven, bro, they're cooking. Tatsu, you're not so... They played 2 Arvens, and Tatsu just gave them an Arven. What? That's not supposed to happen. Tatsu's not supposed to be that good. You're supposed to be bad, Tatsu. What a broken hands. Sorry, they're gonna pop in. Okay, they don't have energy. It's not that good. I'll take a Hoot. I think I'm down to like prime up this Mander, snipe the Pidgey with the balloon and bench Hoots. Just say that your hand's not very good. I don't want you to get back into Tatsu here. Thank you, Evolution Adam, for becoming a door enjoyer. Oh, that reminds me. I need to work on those, getting those updated badges. Man. One of your opponents drew 3 useless players in their office Tatsu before Frostlass took it out. Man. Imagine being that useless, Tatsu. Finding 1 or 2 of Arvins is pretty elite. If they whiff this turn, oh, it's actually still not great for me because my hand's so miserably bad. Like, I have to go top deck. I don't even have, like, one... I have to go, like, top deck Teal Mask into top deck to their second Arvin. They played 2 Arvins, and they played them turn 1 and turn 2. How is that fair? Ultra Ball TM Evo. Well, that's probably going to be Ultra Ball for at least the Charizard. Maybe Zard plus Pidgeot. And if that's the case, we are probably farmed. Okay, just the Charizard. No Pidgeots. Well, that's a little bit better for us. But still, very bad situation for me. I mean, I could like top deck. I get to top deck like Nest Ball or Ultra Ball. Get to Fez. Maybe still be alright here. Go player, you hit with Sada for game with Fez for 3 and 20 card deck. All Sadas are in deck. That's crazy. I had a game like that at Atlanta Regionals. So I mean, this Raging Bull deck can sometimes be very bad. Card players always have it. Been saying this. Okay. Actually, really good top deck. We can start back the Baby Bolts. If we draw some pretty good cards off this Sada, we may be all right. I need to draw a lot. That is really bad. Dang, man, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this. I'm probably supposed to Burst Roar here. I don't think I want to bench the Mew. Benching the Ursaluna seems okay. I probably... Well, no, I have 2 masks. I think... Just don't know like where all my prizes are going to come from. I think this is legal. Alright, we just need them to not have... Well, they don't have any Arvins left, so getting to their max belt should be pretty hard. Alright, we have good enough hands. So much Absolute, you're addicted. Let's go. They whiff Knockout, we're kind of fine. I'm down 2 Gusts. There's an Ultra Ball. Probably to get the Pidgeot set up. Just a Pidgeotto. Yeah, there was a big Brazilian regional. Didn't get nearly as much hype because of no stream and Milwaukee was happening, but it was a really sick final of like both Brazilians that have won worlds, and there were 3 world champions in top 4. Overall, the weekend was really neat. Like both cuts were super stacked with a lot of big names, like both old and new. I guess it is a sign that the format is healthy and skill expressive if so many good players are doing well. All right, actually, yeah, we're somehow not in all that bad of a spot. When I first searched the game, I did prize my other boss, which may end up being a problem. I'm fine. Draw. No, I don't really want to draw energy. Go grass. Sure. Let's get all this junk out of the deck. Alright, Teal, Surround Teal, Sada. Same thing, right? Alright, did not find. I wanted another Ogerpon there to have another energy banked up in play. Did not get there. Okay, I mean, it's still okay, I guess. Sure, we can dump 5 to not have the energy saved on the Ogerpon. It's fine. It's okay. My opponent is down like 5 energy, or not 5 energies, like 3 energies. Might be hard for them to get back to like Chi-Yu this turn, maybe. Well, now using Tatsu has become pretty inefficient for them. And aren't these good right now? It's okay, but like I already want to be playing Turo in my deck for the Dango matchup, so I feel like it's kind of redundant to have both. Like I have Chien-Pao and Turo for the Grim matchup. Leaf isn't that good versus Charizard. Like it's alright, but it's not amazing. Was the Absol Kanga noting Mickey's before the owner? Pro players know it's kind of in their private groups and messages? Both. It started out as like whispers of like Tord is playing this deck on top ladder, this deck's wild, and then eventually like Tord made his tweets where, oh look, I'm going to Milwaukee with my secret broken deck. This is going to be so lit. And then eventually word got out that it was Absol. Like so I had multiple places where I saw like the list get sniped off ladder and leaked. So then eventually the leaked list found its way onto Twitter. Tord then said he was going to have a group class on the deck before, or group session on the deck before Milwaukee, and then like the Wednesday and Thursday before the tournament, there were Absol decks doing pretty well in online tournaments. Oh, they actually just whiffed. Dude, their deck sucks. Charizard is horrible. Okay. Alright, and we win the game. Sick. My Twitch, no. You're stuck here. I think we can just pre-drop the Fez. Seems kind of good. Okay, and I'm gonna do some. I want to be allowed to maybe boss next turn. I think this is correct. No, my opponent isn't playing Ghost, so no Klefki chat. Yeah, this one should just be over. Like they need 3 turns to win, so they can't even like Chi-Yu. They don't even have a Chi-Yu, man. This is so rough. This is how I feel when I play the Charizard deck. I'm fighting for my life, but then Jackson is just popping off. I don't have my boss yet, but it shouldn't matter. Alright, they flip. Man, why'd they do these actions like attach energy and evolve before flipping, man? We need to acquire more information before we make these limiting actions. Noctowl, that's good. I left the 2 energy on the active bolts, so my opponent like couldn't go, or there was like more of a punish. I had a better, a decent line. Even if my opponent wants to go like Zard CC KO Ogerpon, or like Zard CC KO Fez. Yeah, when you use Belling Thunder, your whole bench flips around. And they whipped attack again, man. Their deck is so bad. Probably can set up checkmate here then. Okay. How many energies are in the discard there? 4? Only 1. I don't know why they should have shoved a monkey. At least make me discard 1 more. Don't have the boss yet, but we can go Sada and Vessel. I prized my last boss. And I already used Prime Catcher. So no. I cannot. Would be pretty lit though. Wait. Okay. This should just be checkmate. If they attack with Zard, I have Ogerpon that can one-shot it. If they Zard kill my Ogerpon, I'll have 5 energy stuck in play. Alright, sick. Yay! Because it didn't matter that they did not push monkey. It all worked out. Me and my ugly raging bolts Ursaluna and Ogerpon. Who beats this dream team we've assembled here with all my ugly artworks? They finally get another Charizard set up. Some would say too little too late, but it's okay. At least Charizard's here. Love to see Charizard, you know, showing up. Are we in front of starting hands? Yes. We found a way to win. We're just that good. Nah, I mean, I missed for 1 turn in the mid game, but then my opponent missed for like 3 turns, so it was fine. Sure, they KO the Ogerpon. I have 5 energy stuck in play. Hero's Cape would have been fire. The cape would have been sort of annoying because boss is my last prize. But I still probably could have just gotten like 4 energies on this baby bolt and won the game. Okay, sure, man. Does my opponent not realize there's no play? Maybe not. What a banger. Flip. Okay. Man, I like playing Raging Bolt DX every once in a while. Like this deck, well, I was gonna say I wouldn't want to play it every day, but there have been stretches of time when I have played it every day. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play it every day anymore. But it's enjoyable every once in a while. Alright, so it's sketchy, but we got a dub over the Zard. You discounted your opponent, used Turo, and confirmed 6-8 Psychic with 1 prize taken. Dang. That is annoying. Bro needs the 5G internet. We need to upgrade to a fiber for sure. Alright. So we are 2-0 chat. My Raging Bolt deck is extremely good. Anyway, we can continue yapping about Milwaukee. I guess I've like waited long enough. We can yap about control. Both there were a couple, dude. Why the Smurfs ads are gone now? It's Battlefield 6, bro. What the heck? I want the Smurfs back. I don't this ad's scary. I want the Smurfs. But yeah, a couple of the highest rolling control lists were this same like Kangaskhan Brock, Hero Cape Core. I believe it came from Liam Halliburton. And it's pretty cool. Mega Kangaskhan is kind of like Rotom V at home. You can get it active, start drawing some cards. It can tank some hits. Not many decks can reach 300 very quickly, so you can see a lot of cards across several turns. And you just have the usual control tools here, like you have the Sudowoodo, the Frillish, the Elgium. You have the Tinglu plus double Monkey Dory for the Grimmsnarl matchup, and I believe this player did go 4 overs Grim. So I think Cape plus Mist plus all the Monkey Dory plus Tinglu is really, really good versus Grimmsnarl. So yeah, it's a pretty cool list. I still think you can struggle into a really good Gardevoir player with this deck. Especially Gardevoir with Turo is probably just an unwinnable matchup. Your opponents just get too much value out of Turoing there. Like Turoing and clearing up so many energies, like you probably can't convert that. So Sailor doesn't look very good for this list, but sure, we're probably fine with that. But yeah, it's a cool list. I definitely want to play more with the Mega Kangaskhan builds. I liked the one that got top 64 a little bit more than this one. But a cool take on the deck. I said for a while that I think Mega Kangaskhan is very good in the deck. I just didn't know how to build it. This build is very cool. And then the next list was 21st place, or 20th place by Chandler. And this was a tree build much closer to what I had been playing here on stream. There is also the Mega Kangaskhan in this build, which I don't think is nearly as good in this build as it is in the other one. Because like, without Brox, it's really hard to get it active quick. I think it is still good, but I don't know if it's like if it's better than something else. So it's like really the best consistency card you can use for the slots. But then yeah, it's like pretty much other than that, like the same tree list I had been playing. I'm pretty similar to the list I streamed last Wednesday with the Tinglu, with the Monkey in the Mist. I don't think it's enough for Grim. I believe Chandler lost the only Grim he played against. So yeah, I don't think these cards are worth it, but yeah, I think like the core of this deck is very strong, and something that I had kind of underestimated and then got kind of reminded of again this weekend after hearing how a lot of my friends playing the deck did was like, people just don't know how to play against this deck. Like, if you know what you're doing, you have such a massive advantage over your opponent for a majority of your rounds. Like, as long as their deck isn't some kind of egregious hard counter, you're gonna get so many free wins with this deck. So yeah, it was cool to see the tree build gets cash. I did say on my stream last Wednesday that I didn't think the Pidgeotto X was good enough to win the tournament, or even make top cuts. But I did think we would see at least one cashing, and hey, one of them playing very close to the Tree 60 I streamed got top 32 cashed. So I'll take that as a win. I know a little bit of ball. So yeah, cool list. I still don't know that Tree is strong enough or as good as the other builds. But it's all right. It's a pretty okay baseline, I guess, to go off of. And this list does have tools for a lot of things. Now that Absol and like Turo Guardia popped up, I think we have some new issues that need to be addressed. But yeah, the deck is pretty good. And then the other one, I think the most interesting list that we saw on stream round 4 was Nathan Ginsburg's list, which is like the exact same core as the one that got top 16, but there's a Mega Absol in here, which I think confused a lot of people. Like, why is there a Mega Absol in this deck? Like, aren't you trying to win by like locking people out of the game? Counting up this Absol seems quite hard. But the idea behind this Absol is actually really, really smart. One of the problems that this deck can have is you want your opponent to bench things so you can either move energies or lock them out of the game with Sudowoodo. But if they don't bench more things, like they just want to go one Charizard or like one Gardevoir, one Screamtail, you have to rely on accompanying Flutes or Ericas to win, and that feels horrible. So instead of like playing those RNG cards to try to bail you out of those like annoying situations, you can just play a card like Absol that lets you smack your opponent for a lot of damage and probably trade better than them or trade into their Pokemon pretty well. Like even if you go attach to the Absol pass and your opponent bosses it up, you can go Penny and be back where you started. So it's like not really like that big of a liability to set up unless they're a deck that can one-shot it. But if that's the case, you're probably not setting it up at all. So yeah, I think this was a really cool idea. One of the biggest problems I was having in the Guardian matchup was them just not benching things, and this is certainly going to get them to bench more things. They cannot function without, like, they can't get through Absol without Monkey and Mew. So yeah, you're gonna force those things down, which conveniently get trapped by the Sudowoodo. So yeah, a really smart take on the deck here. I like this one a lot more than the top 16 list. I think this Absol is really cool. Like the other list was playing like Flute and Erica, but I think Absol effectively does the same job, but it's just more versatile and better and stronger in the matchups that you want it in. So yeah, big fan of the Absol. This list is good versus Scrim, I think. Tinglu Cape, couple monkeys. It's pretty good. Yeah, I don't. This list probably isn't great into Absol. I think you with only one LGM and no Team Star Grunt, I think the Absol matchup's not very good. But honestly, like how Pidgeot, like yeah, if Pidgeot just gets like a really fast LGM, has the fan, has Star Grunt, I think the matchup's like low key fine for Pidgeot control. But yeah, cool list. I will probably be streaming this list in my online tournament on Wednesday. So yeah, and in a couple days we'll try this one out and see how it feels. But yeah, really cool list that I'm curious to explore more. Like this core is very interesting. The Kangaskhan Arven Brox with a non-consistency ace spec. Okay, we have to about control. Round's almost up. I don't think there were like any other controls really to yap about. Shout out Endgame Man for getting for getting down to 56 with control. Huge shout out to him. I think this was just was this one Trolley? Yeah. Not a big Trolley fan myself. I mean, there kind of has to be an optimal ace spec for Arven Trolley, or for Arven. I don't think it's Trolley though. Seen the 71st place list from Brazil. I may have. Was that the Kangaskhan stall deck? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this was a funny one. No energies, just Kangaskhan, Buffalant, and a billion disruption and healing cards. I think Grant Manley made a PokeBeach article about this deck. So yeah, you're just trying to make this super big Kangaskhan, and then with enough disrupting and healing, you're gonna run your opponent out of resources and deck them out. So I'm not sure how you beat like Gardevoir, or I mean any deck that's like infinite energy acceleration, or decks that can one-shot you. I mean Dango probably can't KO enough big Kangaskhan's, so you're fine. But something like Saraledge or Guardy that has like pretty good damage and you can't like run them out of a relevant resource. Not sure how you win, but really funny deck. And they had, I think they like farm gold Dango. Yeah, they went like 3 over Stango. Yeah, lost to Grim, lost to Charizard, lost to Poltnor and Saraledge. But yeah, I'm sure this person did benefit from opponents not knowing what the heck was happening. And Zoroark is just never dealing enough damage. It's doing it like 110 a turn. Getting fans and hammered. Yeah, that is not happening. So I think the Apple is real or some absurd meta call for the weekend. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it is a real deck, but also it benefits big time off of, well, yeah, it benefited like really, yeah, big time of a lot of the better players playing it. So like it's pretty, or yeah, it's like not that surprising to see a deck with that many good players playing it convert so well. And then yeah, I bet they did get some free wins by people not understanding the matchup. Going forward, people are gonna tech for it and respect it more. I imagine it stays real. But as more people, like new people, pick it up, they're gonna realize how hard the deck is, and maybe not be as likely to play it if it gets hated on some too, it might not be that popular. Like I can't imagine the deck gets to be much more than 5%, just with how hard it is, and you definitely have some problems. Like into a lot of the lower percentage decks, you have some issues. So it yeah I and then like the bigger decks can tech for you. Like Dango can play Cornerstone Answer. Polt can play more Gusts. It's definitely not without its flaws, but was a great play this weekend. He played against the Mega King Pidgey control, which was when Nathan Gibbs played, but apparently he copied the list from. Or yeah, I heard about that because like Liam made the tweet about like not playing any more new decks on ladder, new ideas on ladder. Have noticed that a lot more ladder sniping occurs now. Like I hadn't really noticed it up until like the Tord 4 Candy deck happened, where then like a bunch of people had hit it on ladder and like recreated it. And then it was even worse this cycle where a bunch of stuff got leaked. Like if you knew enough people who were playing on top ladder, you knew about the Tord deck days before it got leaked. The Liam deck was something you heard about. Yeah, it's probably not correct to ladder insane sauce right now. People are doing too much sniping. All right, next round's up. Grim. Okay. Grim. Okay. The haters say that this Grim matchup's not very good, and I just disagree. I'm to lose it to a theme deck, which can definitely happen at least twice in a tournament run. I mean, yeah, it like almost went really poorly for Tord. Like Tord made the deck, was probably the person best at playing it, and he was 2-2-1, hit like a bunch of random decks to start off the tournament, and started poorly, but then stopped hitting jank, and then sort of started winning a lot. Patch was in the list that got top 16, I think. Okay. Or it said he had a lot of counts and played through a whole Elo range. Yeah. I know he has a lot of Smurfs, and there are people who know enough of his Smurfs now to like when something weird happens on ladder, if you know the right people, it gets out quick. There is no Shaman in this deck, I believe, which should be good. Okay. Do not want to open Latias. I don't want it to burn my Turo that quickly. Oh, there's a Shaman. Bro. That sucks. Alright, Yveltal plus Monkey Dory. Let's go ahead and thin out some energies. Teal Dance here. With the Yveltal start, I don't really want to leave a Fan Rotom active. This is a really awkward. Well, actually, no, I could go. Yeah, no, I can Ursaluna Ditto Fan Rotom. That works, I guess. This is like an annoying hand. Sure. Okay. We said we have to go 1-1 Hoots. And we prized Baby Bolt. Sick. And Fez, we can't even do the fake Baby Bolt line. Well, that's kind of sucks. I should have prize checked that when I did my first search, and I would have kept the grass energy. But that's okay. Alright, well, we'll just get 2 Hoots and a Noctowl. And I'll probably just I'll just boss KO one of my opponent's Frostlass next turn. That's fine. Yeah, not the best sequence for me. Like I could have kept this grass energy attached it. Yeah. Dang. Raw Secret Box, they always have it, man. They always have it. These Grimmstar players always be having it. It's just not fair. Disgusting. With this Yveltal already committed, though, their board's going to be kind of gross. So a triple supporter! Alright, so they just have... Classic Grim, they have the nuts. Alright, Buddy Boffin, Spikemuth, Evo Lily. Yeah, this is like one of the lists that got top 16 that had the patch, I think. Alright, they go double Snow Runs, they're gonna go one Imp. Pretty good. Oh, they didn't Spikemuth first. So not... Well, they probably can like read into what I did and assume that I prize Shaman. Do they need a box there? Yeah, they wanted to get Poffin and Spikemuth. Alright, so we're going to see the Evo, probably into double Frostlass. Not great for me. In this list, how did this list fit everything? Because they also have 2 candies. Thought it was like some biblical greed for a minute, but I mean, yeah, I guess they only have 10 supporters. Maybe some biblical greed. Okay, well. Is it just boss KO Imp for me this turn? I'm kind of fine with that, yeah. I can get Vessel plus boss, just KO the Imp. I'm pretty sick to get an area 0 down this turn, but like I messed up my energy attachments, which just like, makes this way more sus. Let's discard the lightning, I guess. Double grass. And they're probably gonna do like Yveltal trap my Noctowl, but then we have the Turo, like, we have the Turo response ready in hand. So this is like probably fine. Don't love letting them keep double Frostlass, but if they can't do any like crazy big damage alongside it, we might be able to still get around it with like Chien-Pao and Turo and stuff. Okay, so they're almost certainly going to go for the clutch here. I assume clutch on Noctowl is going to be their play, like clutch on Noctowl, reset up Imp. They get the dark on the monkey. But not being able to bump the Spikemuth is really annoying. We're gonna hate Frostlass. You and everyone else. Alright, they're gonna double Imp here. Trying to bring probably to my Hoothoot. Could be the active as well. Noctowl? Okay. Love Frostlass, but not in Grim. Valid. Just clutch my active. Their hand does not appear to be that good, but like that kind of makes sense because they discarded like every single supporter card in their deck. Okay. What do we want to do here? Alright, we can probably get another Raging Bolt down. It's not a Raging Bolt. Off control turn or something? I don't stream control for 1 day, and now it's AOB's off control. No, control's fine. Just playing something else. I wanted to play Bolt with all the Absol and Zard hype. Alright, I think we just go KO active, bounce Stadium Judge, and say that you're not going to find anything for a minute. Bolt beat Zard. It's like a good enough matchup. Yeah, I think it's like slight bolt favored. Actually, the Turo, but like other than that, his hand's pretty bad. Zard just dies to Baby Bolt plus Judge turn 2 extremely often. Found the Fez, that's nice, but we're gonna lose this Noctowl. Oh wait, I could have gone for the Chien-Pao there actually, but it would have involved me discarding Turo. I would like discard Turo, Fan Rotom, bench Ogerpon, bench Chien-Pao. And we probably can get better Chien-Pao value later. Pretty sus though. And not being able to clear any of these Frost Lasts has just been a huge problem for me. Buddy Poffin. Yeah, I don't really have any targets for that. Hopefully my Judge stuck. Oh, they found lilies, but only a lily for 6. With no Spike Myth. Trying to brain. 30 on my bolts. Yeah, prizing Baby Bolt was so bad. Yeah, made my game much more complicated. Alright, they're just gonna filch. Alright, so they'll get another prize on my Noctowl here. Do they play Bloodmoon? Did you? How do they fit all this stuff, man? They have Bloodmoon, second Candy, Patch, Shaman, Yveltal. Like, bro, it's egregious. Let's see here. We can go Prime, knockout Frostlass. We also can just KO active again. They have the flippin' Bloodmoon. I think I want to knock out active with a fresh Bolts EX. Which I cannot do because I prized my other one. But it's okay. Well, then what am I supposed to do? I don't really know. This is not a good spot for me. I need my opponent to whiff for one more turn. But I don't know that can happen. Alright, well. Let's get Sada plus Prime. Some energies charged up. KO the. It's even the Frostlass. What if it's just KO on the Monkey Dory? I don't hate that. Hands is so awkward. Alright, let's got a couple of those. I'm gonna attach Prime Catcher, knockout on the Monkey Dory. I just need them to not be able to take 2 prizes here. They whiff, I think we're kind of chilling. Ditto is amazing in this deck. You can Fan Rotom and find it and retreat into it. Yeah, Ditto is one of the best cards in this deck. You cannot play Raging Bolt without Ditto. Your deck is like so like unbelievable. Like it's unbelievable how much worse your Raging Bolt deck is if you cut Ditto. Okay, so they didn't have a monkey in it last turn. They probably would have pre-benched it. Like, I mean, they can't monkey over here. Like my Bolt's guaranteed to survive. There's the monkey, the dark attach. Arvin. That could be Candy Grim. Team Macargos today? No. Trip up a bolt with Quad Ditto. Alright. Have the Ultra Ball, they have the Grim. So Candy Grim. They don't have KO on my active, but this is still pretty good. Yeah, I need to get to Chien-Pao this turn. Alright, they will get some energies. Yeah, just send them all. Why not? And they discarded an Arvin, so they probably have some kind of outs of Bloodmoon in hand already. You know, Shadow Bullets. I mean, they I don't, yeah, sure, that's fine. I am playing Chien-Pao 3 Area 0, yeah. Huh, I have Knockout, but it's not that good. Crispin's a blank card. I might just lose here. If I go Turo Knockout active, I lose to Bloodmoon. I think I have to boss up the monkey and hope that they don't have gusts. I think that is my best bet here. Actually, I'm pretty low on energy. I don't want to attach that for nothing. Yeah, I lose to gust anyway. Boss monkey always loses. It's not true. Is it? Yes, actually is true. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I guess the play KO active made more sense. Yeah, forgot that I was gonna take this damage in between turns. I had to like, see some more cards that turn to like try to set up for the Chien-Pao. I just never got to it. The game was so awkward with Baby Bowl prized. Just didn't really ever get much going. A whole game of Double Frostlass is not ideal. So yeah, what I had to do was Turo the they had boss anyway, so they had it regardless. A Turo Noctowl. Turo Noctowl still loses to Bloodmoon. No, this matchup is fine. I just prized my best attacker. If we had the baby pool, we were fine there. I should like do dumb stuff instead of good stuff. We're pretty bad. Like, yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I have like a lot of tech in my deck for that matchup, so it should be favored. Just did not go my way that time. But that is fine. Yeah. Pick new basket helps in other matchups too. I mean, not really. I mean, it helps a little bit for Scarnivore, but like, not really. There are better, like Chien-Pao and the Turo are plenty. We should be like, I was positive into Grim on ladder before I was with just Chien-Pao, no Turo. I think I did make some mistakes. Like I shouldn't have pre-dropped the bolt probably. Like if I'm able to KO the monkey Dory that turn with a fresh bolt, or no, I'm able to attack that turn with a fresh bolt. We're just probably so much better off. Pulsar's Pulse doesn't feel good. Picnic Basket should not be helpful at all versus Pulse. Like, and it doesn't really matter. And like Pulse most common win conditions, the basket does not matter. There's a Wug at 2-0. How do we wait, dude? How does Wug Trio beat this? Constantly sniping their hands. Dude, what a run of matchups there. Greninja, Wug Trio, Conk. How many rounds are there today? 6 rounds, top 16. That's a lot. Okay, so probably need 4 and 2. Maybe 4-1-1. He's fine. Okay, chat. Let's yap about the top cut in Brazil. So yeah. Very, very interesting ends or yeah, results here. Yeah, Absol Kangaskhan did very well at this tournament. Also, someone said that the conversion rate for it here was even better than 72%. Insane. Will you run mouse? We can run mouse later, Bob. Sorry. I don't think we have enough time right now to run at mouse. Wait, are there any new cards that we could run in mouse? We haven't updated mouse with Mega Evolution yet. Another Guardian that win. Yeah, Gustavo's list is kind of crazy though. Like, very, very different from every other list that we saw. It does like share like the same idea that Henry and a Bond had with no Arvin or no Evo. I think a Bond had one Arvin, and just heavier candies. But there's a Mega Guardy, there's a Drifloon, there's still the Iron Bundle. There's a couple Mystery Gardens. It's a Cleffa. There's a lot of interesting things happening here. I have to imagine it doesn't seem like it'd be that good versus the. There's also no Mew in this deck. It doesn't seem like it'd be that good versus the Mega Absol deck, but Gustavo did beat Gabriel in the finals. Beat a lot of them actually, but also did lose to Gabriel. So perhaps the Mega Guardy has something to do with it. Mega Guardy and Drifloon. Drifloon seems pretty annoying, I guess, for the Absol deck. Can just one shot maybe, and if you don't leave any damage on their side, they can't really take advantage of it. We're gonna see Drifloon come back. Would be insane. Yeah. Very interesting take on Gardevoir. And then also the take that Gabriel had on Kangaskhan was much different than the other lists we saw. Pretty much every other list we saw was playing Trolley, but Gabriel had Stamp. And there's a lot of Arvins, there's another Kangaskhan, there's some more Cyphers instead. Had some town stores to help find the Turbo Energize. And also there was an enhanced hammer in here for the mirror match, I assume, which was a pretty good call. But I don't know if Gabriel hits any mirror matches. Did hit 2. I have to imagine the E-hammer was a big factor in those games. Yeah, the stamp is really cool. Like, you can punish your opponents for like making some kind of aggressive play, like Stamp Absol, discard their hand down to 1. Seems pretty broken. Like, Gabriel did tell me that considered playing 1 Pidgey to bait out Stamp. Like, just 1 call for family Pidgey to get the opponent to Stamp, which was pretty hilarious. Or he just wanted to not like gust it up, knock it out, so then Gabriel could Stamp them. Some decks don't run the Patron EX and you AKY. I mean, Patron only fits in dark decks, really. Pretty much all the good dark decks aside from Grim played it. So yeah, cool take by Gabriel. The Stamp seems really cool, but I don't know how like the consistency feels like with no Trolley, Like the trolley seems so strong and just creating that insane board turn one. But this list would be a lot better into Bidoof, which is one of like the bigger fears of the Tour deck. So yeah, pretty cool list. His losses were to Fabrizio on Joltik and Gustavo on Guardy. So yeah, pretty sick list. And it was also awesome to see Gabriel make finals in his first tournament in Masters. Our first major in Masters. Yeah, I know like the expectations for him are crazy high. And it's cool to see him like actually be able to, live up to maybe the slightly unrealistic expectations that people have put on him. Like he has earned it. He's been so insanely consistent. But there were a lot of people who were like, I bet Gabriel's gonna like win the first regional he shows up to in Masters, which I felt like pretty I don't know. It's there's so many amazing players in LATAM. It's kind of I don't know. It doesn't seem very fair to say like Gabriel's here. Everyone else just loses. Like he's good at Pokemon. He's very good at Pokemon, but it's not like he's so much better than everyone else that he's just like automatically winning. Yeah, and there's some other crazy things that happened here. There's Joltik box in top four, extremely unexpected. Yeah, I don't really know why there's a Magneton in here. But seems great. Um, I mean, yeah, it's just Joltik box. All right, farmed all these Mega Absols. I didn't even see this before. That's wild, bruh. Well, one of those was an ID, but still insane. Generational Absol farming by Kasaraga. And then there's a Grim. Oops, that is not Grim. That's Metagame. Grim had the E-Hammer, I guess, for Charizard. Pretty boring Grim list. Other than that, Jelly Guardy. This was like the Henry Jelly Guardy with the 2/1/2 Guardy, 1 Turo. Yeah, this is the one that Henry was hyping up for a little bit. He like won an online tournament last week, I think. Got top 8. How much time until the next round? 3 minutes. We can keep yapping. And then there's another straight Guardy. Flutter, no Devo. Got the Drifloon in there. To imagine the Drifloon helped him out for some of those Absols. It did. Yo, playing it's an you've a win an ID into cuts. Dude, that's insane. There was an Alakazam on the win an ID. That's crazy. Started 701. It's 6 of these big 2/2/2 decks. Started to run into problems when it hit other stuff. That is really funny. Shout out Alakazam. So there's Straight Gardevoir, Fluttermane, Drifloon, then there was a Kangaskhan Bouffalance. So I guess saying that, I mean, it's a kind of similar to the Absol deck. Like it's that similar kind of core. Arvin, Trolley, Energize, Heavy Penny, Monkey, Ogerpon. I think we are a lot worse. Like the Absol gives us the way to one-shot stuff, which is really good situation, and discard cards. And something that is weakness on Gardevoir, where there's like pure Kangaskhan deck can't really do that. Did go 0-1-1 versus Gardevoir, which like seems about right. Did farm all the a lot of Dangos along the way. Even beat a Sarah, I feel like would I guess Sarah needs so many energies. Your Kangaskhan is effectively 410. Yeah, never mind. That's too much for Sarah to deal with. So that's really cool deck. I don't know how competitive it is, but very fun. There's another one of these that's basically Tord list, but had a Prism Energy in there. And then couple more funny decks to round out the top cut. There's an Arch. It was Arch with the Risky Ruins to activate Monkey Dory, and the Hero's Cape, and a Mega Mawile. And this is something that like people had kind of hyped up, because like I won a couple of city leagues, but then really saw like no traction, like any post Mega Evolutions on online tournaments. But then comes out and gets the top cut here, 9th place. Somehow beat one Goldango, tied a couple. Must be pretty good against the Absol deck. Yeah, I don't know how we're beating Gardevoir. It seems kind of tricky. Seems decent for Absol. Yeah, very very funny results. No clue how good Arch is. Doesn't seem that good, but got the crazy run, and then a pretty stock Serralege list to round out cuts. Has the Drillbur, Double Jet, Turo. I mean, pretty much pretty boring Serralege, but that's okay. Alright, next round is up. But we can keep yapping about results once we're done with the round here. We hit Conk. Double Premium Power Pro. Okay, well this matchup is not very good. Check DM for the mouse list. Let me know when TS is the move. Okay. Okay, wheel. Honk. Well, I really hope my baby bolt's not prized this game. There was someone playing Conk on ladder before Worlds with like super high elo, and I'm pretty sure I was positive into them. So this matchup isn't terrible. But yeah, it does not seem that good. Okay. Have to get a really fast baby bolt and then judge them, and then hope that they miss for a little bit. It's like fairly reasonable, right? They need a lot to start taking knockouts. Don't play that much gust, so you almost always can force odd prizes with that first baby bolt. They play 3 ancient boosters. So theoretically we can win like that. If we go baby bolts, start sniping, if that forces the first ancient booster capsule, then we can go knock that out, then yeah, so on. But then they'd still have Bloodmoon that could finish the game. So that may not work actually. Just to be enough things that die to Bloodmoon. Going, oh, they chose first. Wait. I opened like a turn, like a borderline turn 1 attack hit? I didn't know that was legal. Raging Bolt's not supposed to attack turn 1 going first. Or turn 1 going second. Turn 1 going first is absolutely illegal. Another energy. Yeah, we might actually get this. We have the Ultra Ball, can get a Teal Dance, get the Sada. Yeah, they got the Puff, and they're so lucky. Poffin's pretty good. Timber, probably triple Dunsparce on the board. Get to see pretty gross amount of cards. Oh, gotta get the Pidgey in there too. Okay, well, having the Pidgey on the board means they're gonna be able to attack more consistently, but also, only 1 Dunsparce. I don't think they have to go for the Brute Bonnet so quick. They can hit the capsule right away. Okay. I think my opponent is perhaps playing a bit too aggressive here. Let's go ahead and get down Artisan down the baby bolts. Seems good. Judge is in deck, Prime's in the deck. We have all the fighting energies. Let's see. We can discard Lightning and Grass. Gets the Ogerpon, Teal Dance, and hopefully get a turn 1 attack. That would be quite solid. Yeah, only 1 Dunsparce down is kind of sauce for them. Another Grass. Well, I guess if I draw any... Alright, we did find the turn 1 attack. Yeah, if we find any amount of, or what was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say. Whatever. We knock out the Timber turn 1. It's not bad. Yeah, we need to get a pretty big prize lead in this matchup, but they do have a lot of moving pieces, so it can happen. They're gonna Artisan right away for the Timber. Don't know if that's a good or a bad sign for us. Tenacity for the enriching energy is pretty broken. Surprised I didn't get the Town Sword and maybe find the capsule later. Okay, well, they probably are going to get the Candy Conk attack this turn. Yeah. Candy Conk. That's pretty good. Toxic Powder. Do they not find Pidgeots or just a Gutsy Swing? Okay. That is interesting. I can I don't have Prime yet. I really want to judge this turn, but if I judge, I can't knock them out. Yeah. Area 0 is pretty good. Okay. Let's see. Let's get that. I maybe should have pushed something else and tried to play more towards the Prime Catcher. Get the Fez down. Going Judge plus knockout this Brute Bonnet seems really, really good. Let's do this. Looking for a Noctowl or an Ultra Ball here. I have all the Noctowls, Ultra Balls, right? Yeah, 3 Ultra Balls. Crazy amount of outs. That was very chopped. I should have Teal danced first. Oh, we drew nothing, so it did not matter. Find the Noctowl. I get punished really bad for pushing the Teal Mask here. Yeah, man, that really sucks. Because I could have gone knockout. I guess I have to go Fan Rotom KO Timber instead. That seems way worse because they still have Bloodmoon left. Yeah. Definitely a misplay for me. Alright, I can get the KO on the Timber. Judge them back down to 4. Hope that there isn't a follow-up Timber found, which is like kind of cope because they play so many outs to draw more cards or find more Timbers, but yeah. Better kill the Dun. Well, I don't think I can win this game if they chain attacks. I mean, I could have gone killed Dun, I guess, but I mean, it's easier. It's just as easy for them to find Timber as is Dun. I'm taking away 3 cards, but they've also already have a Timber in the discard. Okay. They just raw find the next Timber. That's really annoying. And the Arvid. Dude, we actually might be kind of cooked. They just had it like that. Judge did not do anything. We are gonna force the odd prize, and that's kind of nice. Did they get the Pidgeot set up? This game might just be unwinnable if there's a Pidgeot up. Okay. Toxic Powder and Gutsy Swing. My Prime Catcher is gone. I know they have Capsule Enhanced. There's not like a ton of value to killing Brute Bonnet here. Probably would just want to KO the active. They have candy in hand, so I'm not sure how much values there. Yeah, this is just all kinds of bad for me. It probably is just knockout active, but then they just need to set up one more conk and find Bloodmoon for game. You know that they have candy in. Yeah, this seems so scuffed. Also, I don't remember if I've never prized energies. It's fine. Alright, we found the Sada. Sure, we'll get the fighting. I think it's lightning. I think we prized the other lightning. Okay. You can get knockout on active. That has to count for something, right? Probably not much. I still need them to miss for... Well, okay, if they miss the conk this turn, I probably win, because I could just snipe their Timber. Yeah, this is so rough. Push to the done. Probably unprized a Dunsparce. Yeah, there it is. They already have the candy in hands. They have still plenty of Ultra Balls and Hilda. There's almost no way that they miss. Like, even though their deck is fairly large, like there's just so many outs. Push the Timber. They have the Candy Conk. Right? Right? Okay, yeah, Hilda. Candy Conk. Had Iono, this would probably still be fine for me. Without Iono, I don't think we're ever winning this. Well, we can play to the Bloodmoon prized angle, I guess. That's... I mean, I'm always losing to Bloodmoon boss. They get Candy Pidgeot set up. That's... Yeah, that is, in fact, extremely bad for me. They're always gonna find Bloodmoon. Well, yeah, they should be able to set up Bloodmoon boss this next turn. So I only win if Bloodmoon is their last prize. That sucks. Hoping to like run them out of timbers after we like killed the one for free. That did not happen. All right. Well, yeah, I have the Bloodmoon knockout active, and then just hope that they don't find a way to. Yeah, hope that they don't have their own Bloodmoon plus boss, which they could extremely cope. They are out of timbers, which is nice. Alright, Gutsy Swing. Yeah, alright. We're not pleased. Not happy. Very upset, in fact. Okay. We have the Bloodmoon attack. I guess they need Bloodmoon Energy Boss, but 10 cards in hands with the Dunsparce cards. It's probably too much to ask for. Okay, that is Bloodmoon, I think. Or I discarded turn 1. I think I discarded turn 1, yeah. So that's no problem. We have Noctowl. All good. Okay, draw some more. Okay, we can play this. Noctowl gets double stretcher, I guess. I lose this meme. I mean, this, yeah, it is annoying, but it is like one of our worst matchups. All right, can get the Bloodmoon, can get a Bolt down and get an energy on it. Even E switch over, like just be a boss away from winning. that's pretty good. Um, they don't play Iona, so like I have game in hands. I've done everything I could do. All right, let's retreat. I mean, maybe I could have KO'd the Dunsparce that one turn instead, but I was like trying to play for just like run out of Conk win con. Just like would have, I guess, worked if they like missed a turn. We win. But all right. Let's see. Do they have Bloodmoon Boss? I think my only win condition is them pricing Bloodmoon. I mean, they only have 3 Jet energies left. Hear me out. Maybe they just don't have one of those energies. They only have 1 to Dunsparce. Only a 13 card hand with Quick Search. They almost certainly do not have what they need. You just have to trust. There's like no way they have it. If they have it, they're a sack. Oh. No, I could have played around this. I'm so dumb. No. No. Maybe Bloodmoon was priced. We'll never know. Ah. I had Turo. Maybe it was priced. That's funny. Bro. Insane. Yeah, we could have evolved or Turo the Hoot. I forgot that they were allowed to attack with Fan Rotom. Alright, well, can we still cut? Losing's pretty bad. Also, like, we do not expect to see Clonk. Since it's top 16 cut, we may actually still be able to. Let's see. 106 players, 6 rounds, top 16. Let's see. I mean, I'll play out the 2 rounds anyway. I think the tie rate's been basically 0. We'll do like 1.2. Let's see. Is there a chance? Yes, there is a chance. There should be a lot of players at 4-2, but we might be able to sneak in. How good is my resistance? Have my opponents been winning? Sort of, yeah. Alright, there's a chance. We just have to keep winning. And yeah, let's stop losing. Losing is bad. I kind of want to play against one of these Absol decks. That would be so much fun. Listen, Ethan's Mad Cargo at 3-0. No shots. Oh man, I'm so upset. Can't believe I did not think about the assault landing. Why do you lose twice while you were gone? Well, I prized and drew pretty unfortunately versus Grim. And then hit a really bad matchup. So my agenda of getting a sneaky win with Bolt farming all these mega absols is not going very well right now. But there's still time. Man. So upset. I'm so washed. Ever since I won my own online tournaments, been so washed. I'm going to Vegas? Yes. Why am I playing Bird? I've been streaming Bird for like the last 7 days. I wanted to play something else. Why is it every time that like I stream a deck other than Pidgeot, it's like I have to have some I have like a pre-prepared essay of like why I'm not playing Pidgeot. Like, just because I'm not playing Pidgeot does not mean the deck is bad or I think the deck sucks. Like, I just didn't want to play it tonight. You guys are doing pretty bad tonight, though. So washed. Ogre box and the big 25. It's crazy. Well, yeah, chat. We need to lock in. This is honestly quite an embarrassing showing for me. Cannot believe I'm so not locked in right now. First, we're saying is Pidgeot's bad and it sucks. Yes. Yes, yeah. Anytime I do not stream Pidgeot, I think the deck is horrible. But when I stream it again 2 days later, I think it's really good. But if I don't stream it, that means that day I decided Pidgeot sucks. So I wasn't going to play it. Like how we have some serious decks up here, and then we have Ethan's Mag Cargo and Crustle just chilling. Usual WDIF or second formats. I just wanted to farm some Absols. Let me farm some Absols in peace, cheesecake. I play Pidgeot and there's an Absol box control. And the decks do completely different things. Just because the Absol deck discards cards does not mean it's like a better version of Pidgeot. Like, they just are completely different decks. That's like saying, why would you play Dragapult when you could play Gardevoir? Just, what? It's not like a real comparison. I mean, it is kind of real. Like, why are we playing something other than Gardevoir? Hit up Pidgey control last round of pits, and you claimed your free ticket win. Yeah, bro, you were bombing at Patch in your deck. I saw Ginsburg like make his tweet that was like, lost to Petrunk the last round, and I assumed it was Zoroark. I didn't really think much of it until I saw Labs today. And then it was like, oh. Absol's better Guardy is better Bolts. True. Bro, yeah. This cheesecake box deck is so tough. Well, let me find it. Is it like disguised as something else? Didn't he get like 25th? Oh yeah, it's like hiding as a Terra box. And this deck is so good. It's like if Terra box was broken. Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan? Bro said I want to play Towards deck, but I want to play Owls. So tough. I think Bolt is bad in this format. I do not think Bolt is very good. It's like and when I say a deck is very good, is not very good, I means I don't think it is capable of winning a tournament or consistently making top cut. Like, Bolt is still gonna get plenty of day twos, probably still gonna get some cash finishes, but it's not a deck that I think you need to be able to beat to win a tournament. Like, it's not making that big a percentage of the fields. It's probably not winning any tournaments this format. It has some good matchups, has a lot of bad matchups. It is okay, but it's like you're not anything special. Like, in some other formats, there have been like some reasons to play Bolt, and I guess aside from like farming Absol right now, there's like not really a reason to play Bolt. Yeah, we talked about the control lists earlier. Driflin and Guardy seems okay, but I think, well, yeah, I don't know. I have to we know that Henry saw the Absol thing coming. Like, that was a known problem for Gardevoir, and this was the direction he chose to take the deck. I have to imagine if the problem was as simple as like just play Drifloon, then that's what Henry would have done. Like, I know Henry's Drifloon's #1 hater, but it still probably would have happened. So yeah, I'm not like a big guardy head, but also I think you should trust people smarter than you, and there's not anyone in my chat, and certainly not me, that just is smarter at or better at Gardevoir than Henry Chow. So if he thinks this is the correct way to take the deck, then it's the correct way to play the deck. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Henry and Tord were playing against each other a few times on ladder before the tournament, so I'm sure Henry knew what was happening, came up with this deck. Definitely out of respect for Absol somewhat. So yeah, that's like when last like pre-rotation, like everyone would just try to like jam a Flutter Mane in like all of Henry's lists. When it's just like if Flutter Mane like an obviously decent card like that was, or obviously synergistic card, um wasn't played, there's definitely a reason why, and like it wasn't good. Like it wasn't just like Henry didn't think of Drifloon. Like Henry knows Drifloon existed and thought it wasn't worth it. So yeah, probably not worth it right now, but it could be okay, I guess. Guardy's cooked into Absol, especially with Penny. Not true. A magnet for the single prize text or what? I mean, I guess. Hit Conk and Slow King. Yeah, not the matchups you want to see when you're playing Raging Bolt DX. I think I've also used Tournament Fan Rotom only one time. I just want to farm an Absol. Like if I don't make cut, that's fine. I just want to destroy an Absol. That's all I want. Let me nuke an Absol one time. Yeah, we had some bad variants. Yeah, that's fine. Just let me blow up an Absol, okay? I don't ask for much. It's cringe. You won't find a single one. Yeah, you're right. This deck is the most played in the tournament, but I probably won't see one. Yeah, just because it's cringe. Actually, there's a lot of it. It's funny how much bolt there is tonight, especially. Not net deckers though. Bro, one sec. Okay, yeah, we're like actually so locked in right now. I'm gonna win the next 2 rounds. I'm gonna be 16th place, bubble in, and win the next 4. When he plays dark decks is cringe. That's kind of, I don't know. That that feels very rude at the very least. Say anyone who plays a certain type of deck is automatically cringe. Sounds like a Guardy player. Anyone who plays Zard, Zoroark, Absol, you're automatically cringe. Yeah, definitely a Guardy player. Absolutely insane how I get it. True. So funny. Zard's the most brain deck to exist. Zard is a brain deck for sure, man. Zard is a deck of all time. This classic control slow play, man. What the heck? Does Ogre Box have anything we can trap? We have Penny. And only Latias. Oh, no, we can't even trap Latias, really. No, you meant Brain. You meant Charizard made you like if you play Charizard, you were so smart. You can't try to switch it up now, Squirtle Squad. Everyone thinks you meant Charizard. Like if you play Charizard, you're so smart. Well, we may have a tie. I don't know if that's good or bad for us. It's not what you meant. You're capping. Charizard is so smart. It is the most brain deck in format. Biggest of brains. Yeah, classic control slow play. Wait, did the Ethan's back cargo win? Ethan's back cargo is 4-0. Okay. Well, aside from Grim, these matchups do appear to be quite good for a single prize deck that can one-shot things. This thing does like kind of nuke, right? Yeah. I can't imagine Absol appreciates being one-shot by a single prizer. And also the pincer too, yeah. So Absol has to use Kangaskhan. Sounds pretty miserable. You know what? Ethan's Mad Cargo, BDIF. It destroys Absol. Too good, in fact. Alright, they tied. Actually, it was probably going to be another 2 minutes for a judge call, right? Just how it goes. My cargo is very fire. It is a fire snail slug thingy. Bro, look at all these Absols. Why can't I see any of them? We could play against Wug Trio. Or another Conk. If I hit another Conk, I'm gonna crash out. Oh, they dropped. Good. I cannot play against Conk. I could play against Palafin. Oh, okay. Next round's up. Dude, I got up paired to Pidgeots. I have to deal with this? Alright. Well, they don't have any way to force me to bench Pokemon. This matchup should just be free for me, right? Yeah. I mean, even if I do want to bench stuff, I have the Turo and the Prime. This matchup seems pretty good if I'm not a bot. Translate. Alright, sure. We find control trust. I get to masterclass a control on stream. This does not happen every day where I'm on the other side. Usually it's me playing control, playing against some kind of paid actor. But now I get to make the control my paid actor. Yeah. This matchup seems pretty miserable for their list. Like, they can't even, like, push Kangaskhan. They do that, it just gets nuked. I probably am allowed to bench, like, 1 owl. Yeah, it's probably fine. I have the Turo. The game could maybe get weird if I give them too much time. So I think if my hand's like one Hoothoot Noctowl, can put down the Hoothoots. Alright. They should go first. I don't know. Okay. Alright, well, how's it going? Pretty bad because I've hit Conk and prized Baby Bolts versus Grim, but like other than that, it's fine. This is not the strongest of hands. Slight shift starts. Judge. I mean, I could go Fan Rotom Ditto. I mean, that's probably fine, because I have like Area 0 Chien-Pao Prime. My board can get pretty cleaned up. Yeah, I think this is fine. If it's not fine, oh well. What do we got to lose at this point? Right. Retreats, Ogerpon. Gets, yes, Ogerpon. Yes. He probably has 2 Teal masks. Is not that detrimental. Yeah, we hit control, but it's the it's the Ginsburg list, so we're kind of chilling. Sure. Okay. So I'm looking to Baby Bolt next turn. Just keep these Pidgeys off the board. Like, this deck doesn't have a way of getting multiple Pidgeys. Well, it has Brox, but I can't Arven for multiple Pidgeys. And like Brox for double Pidgey seems kind of meh. They do have the Brox. But for them, like, they can't really go into Mega Kangaskhan, right? They go into the Kanga, just probably gets nuked. Or maybe you say my board with only 1 energy is safe enough for a Mega Kangaskhan, or safe enough for Mega Kangaskhan. But if even if you put on the Kangaskhan now and it doesn't get 1-shot, it's probably still a liability later. So I don't see too many control enjoyers at Milwaukee. Does Nathan Ginsburg drain it too? Upward speaking. Yeah, Ginsburg's deck was really cool. Just straight into the Latias Mega Kanga. No respect. Nest Ball for Pidgey. In the past. Okay. You can go Noctowl for Nest Ball, Crispin, Baby Bolt, Snipe, Pidgey. That works. Sure, I have an Noctowl in play, but it's kind of whatever. Eventually, I can make a board without liabilities. I just wanted to I want to try to keep these Pidgeys off the board and not start too slow. Like, I still have Prime and Turo to get around lock. Okay. Bye, Pidgey. The thing is, this deck is better at functioning without Pidgeot than a lot of the other control builds. This Kangaskhan is pretty annoying. Alright, it's 10 cards in hands. See if they can get to the Pseudo-Wudo. Yeah, I'm gonna get double Pidgey, it looks like. I need the Kangaskhan and slight shift one of my energies over. Alright, that's fine. Slight shift the fighting over to the Ogerpon. Okay. This is sort of annoying. Because my hand is pretty dumb. I still think I can do this. I can get Vessel plus Nest Ball. Do this. We can get Volty X in play. Okay, I can do that. Teal Mask. This is probably the turn I try to Chien-Pao if I can. Sounds pretty lit if I can get to it. attach that there. Oh, should have Nestwell for Bolt first, but it's okay. Actually, do I want to put down Big Bolt? Sounds kind of bad, but you know what? It'll be okay. It'll be fine. What's the worst thing that could happen? Oh, my opponent bosses it up and I can't do anything? No, that never happens. Judge. We have Prime and a Grass. We can Teal Dance again. Stretcher. Okay. And then Thunderburst, KO the active. I don't want to put up with more of this LGM garbage. Your LGM is toxic and annoying. And I unprized my other Teal mask. So my opponent's probably going to look to gust up my Bolty X. Trying to get the Fez down. Yeah, I prime that can take 2. I have Turo that leads to me taking at least 1. Kangal on board. That means prime could be 3. And Turo's 1. Yeah, this should be game. March prize on the Teal mask immediately. Yo, don't leak, please. My streamer client does give me marked sleeves to tell where I prize my cards. Yes. Please don't DQ me, please. Oh. They didn't find knockout. That's pretty bad for them. Oops. Well. Yeah, now I can bench this Hoothoot without any problems now. Yeah, this should just be game. This controller that has no ability to like, snipe the hand is so bad into bolts. I can just retreat and knockout, or I could. I don't think I need to overthink this too much. Yeah, we just Thunderburst. I have Turo for 1, Prime for 2. We don't need to overthink it here. Bolt falling out of favor to find time for 1 prize decks. Well, generally 1 prize decks are also pretty bad into Gardevoir. So probably not. But like Psyduck and Polt's declining a little bit does help. But there probably are still too many problems. Alright, finally gonna be Pidgeotty X up for my opponents. So in order to stay in this game, they have to like penny the Kanga, get a trap. Still, that seems like too much. How's the Raging Bull going? Well, I had a conk, so that was kind of real. But like aside from that, it's been fine. I've drawn some weird hands today. Hit some very weird matchups. I was hoping to like farm Absols all day and get a sneaky little tournament win in here, but that did not happen. The anti-Gardevoir Stadium release will go crazy. Oh, that anti-Gardevoir Stadium is not real. My Raging Bull deck is pretty good versus Absol. Alright. They have to I think they're gonna go Artisan for Pseudo, but then realize that they just lost all their owls. Okay. Yeah, that matchup seems really easy. For ice cream flavor. Ooh. That's tough. I really like anything with caramel in it. Caramel just in general is one of my favorite flavors. Um, that's tough. Loki's snickerdoodle ice cream kind of slaps though. You get like the bits of cookie and like the cinnamon and all that. Man, that is so tough. Yeah, the Wellspring Bolt is cool. I don't mind it. You're just like a Terror Box deck that has big bolt to blow up stuff. Alright, chat. Can we lock in and get this top cut? Or chalk mixed with vanilla? Vanilla ice cream sucks. Vanilla ice cream's horrible. Coffee ice cream? I haven't had coffee ice cream. I have to imagine it's good. Got slow played into the goats, then you decided to be bad at the games, not your day. Yeah, I mean that matchup is the ball matchup for that deck seems unwinnable if the ball player has any idea of like what to do. No, what vanilla slaps? Vanilla is horrible. Like I don't know why you would if someone gave you some vanilla ice cream for free, then I mean sure you could eat it, but I would never spend my own money on vanilla ice cream. That's like sounds like a horrible idea. Honestly, like low key, if I was given money and like taken into the store to buy whatever I wanted, and they had just had vanilla ice cream, I low key might not even get ice cream. We may just go buy something else. Strawberry is pretty good. Vanilla is horrible. Like I don't know why anyone would willingly go through that. So, I'm currently sitting at 34th on the standings. That is not great, chat. We need to lock in. My resistance is crumbling a bit. You know, with chocolate, you should be having chocolate at that point. Like the vanilla does nothing. Just have the chocolate, man. Like why are we having vanilla? Just chocolate's fine. This vanilla does nothing. Vanilla's just here for the vibes. AOP, what's good? I'm crashing out over ice cream right now. No, I did an ice cream tier list on a stream like way back when. I got absolutely fried for putting vanilla in F tier, but I will stand by that. Vanilla ice cream's terrible. I've never had pistachio ice cream, but it doesn't sound very good. Like I like pistachios, but like having I don't know. I don't it just doesn't sound very appetizing. Ice cream tier list with the new meta. Is there a new ice cream meta? Is a safe space for chalky ice cream enjoyers? Yes, yeah. Chocolate ice cream is above average. I wouldn't call it like the best, but I could have some chocolate ice cream. I was like, cookies and cream is elite. Solid A tier, maybe S. Cookies and cream is very good. Chocolate ice cream blows? What are you on, bro? That is just cap. Pistachio is a nice A or B. I never had it, but I would probably put it just the vibes, either C or D. I don't know, just it doesn't sound good. Like mustard ice cream. It's not real. Nice bait. Cookie dough is pretty good. Peanut butter also is very good. Oh yeah, mint chip ice cream is very good. That would probably be in my S tier. Like vanilla ice cream is still ice cream, and ice cream is very good. So like, and ice cream, yeah, ice cream as a dessert archetype is like probably A tier, S tier maybe. So like, if we're ranking every single dessert of all time, vanilla ice cream would like it wouldn't be like an F tier all time dessert, but compared to like every single other ice cream flavor, it's just so disappointing. Like there's so many amazing options, and you choose to go with like the most boring thing. Like you can't even like do it in the name of like I'm gonna eat something boring to be healthy, because like you're eating ice cream, you already lost the health game. Mint chocolate's cringe. We got a new ice cream meta. No, no. I made ice cream tier list a long time ago. can't remember what stream it was, but it happened. Every time I make a tier list, I get fried. People do not appreciate my takes. Yo, chat, should we run up some mouse format? But we gotta run up some MF. Sugar free ice cream exists. Still not good for you though. You're eating ice cream, you've already lost, man. Just like, sure. Just give up. Chat. It's a Minchief and a Neapolitan matchup. Look at these days. I don't know, man. That's a good question. Streets have told me that it's a 50-50. It might be 90-10 though. Buying sugar free ice cream, just eat butter. I know, right? Like, you're eating ice cream. You've already lost. I think I did do a desserts tier list. Oops. Okay. It's my Neo favorite, but not unwinnable. Oh. Let's see if my go Bobzard wants to run any mouse format. Is eating butter not normal? Oh, nice rage baits. Coffee ice cream shouldn't exist. That's a wild take. Coffee ice cream is good. All Lieutenant Surge is bargain. Updated mouse lists. Alright, let's run it. I don't know that Mitch's online though. I don't think he is. Dude, no shot. He told me. I asked me if I want to play mouse, and it's not online. Not cool. Just give a free ice cream cone on players in a major. It's a lot of ice cream cones. But you know what? I'm down. They're charging us $80. They can't even give us the right playmats. At the very least, I want an ice cream cone. One gaming gen. Step it up. How much time until the next round? 10 minutes. Tough. It's actually gonna be less than that. I don't think we're like actually gonna get to run any mouse. RPS was better than mouse. No shot. Robbie said this one was really funny. The whole playmat thing kind of made me laugh. Like the whole like everyone crashing on Twitter about how like playmat things sucked, and like obviously you want to get what you paid for. I understand like the expectation is you get this swag, and Gaming Gen wasn't able to live up to that or follow through with that. But at the same time, it's just a playmat. It's like I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, but like gets the regional playmats and like puts it in a storage box and never sees it ever again. Like I don't use it, don't get any enjoyment out of it. You also they're not really particularly valuable, so like you can't really sell it for anything. So I was like, is it really that big of a deal? Do people care that much about mats? I believe you played Kangpoo and Millie. Bro, you're so tough, just a brick. Getting second place with Kangaskhan like that? So tough. Like I go to Pokemon tournaments because I want to compete. I'm paying to compete. I'm paying for the competition, not because I'm playing. I want to play mats. It's just AR reg is the counterpoints. Yeah, but I'm not paying for the play mat. I'm paying to play at a regional championships. Like sure the swag is neat, but like not I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, elitist me, who just wants to like win these Mickeys. Like, yeah, I don't. I'm not. I don't really see the problem. Well, okay, I see the problem. Yes, Gaming Gen should have had the mats. That is lame that they didn't. But also, I'm not like, I don't know. I wouldn't have really cared personally. Like, I would have taken my Terapagos mat or whatever and thrown it in a box. I would have taken my Mega Gardevoir mat and thrown it in a box. Like, don't really care. Whatever feels the best is not control. Or Absol. I guess at that point, probably Grim. Or Monkey Less. If it was like NAIC or one of the ICs that didn't have like the swag, that would be really lame because like the exclusive stuff's really cool. But there's like so many regionals that have like the same swag. I think it was more about the other regionals getting them. That's true. It's not normal that like LATAM has it better than America. It's like not like usually it's like Copag sucks or we're waiting forever for our boxes, but yeah. I thought like I heard a similar situation happen in like Toronto last year where it was Surging Sparks was legal and they sold Terapagos mats instead of the Exeggutor ones. Um, like I don't really remember like a big outrage over that. Like it's like, oh man, you got this mat. And maybe it's like because it was Mega Cardboard. I don't know. I'm happy with the Cinderace one. You kind of dig it. I don't know. We're going to these tournaments to play Pokemon, right? I'm fine paying $80 to play Pokemon. Sure. Would it be nice if things were cheaper? Absolutely. But am I really that upset that I got the wrong playmat? Not really. Maybe I'm in the minority here. But I don't know. Didn't seem. Or it wouldn't have been that big of a deal for me at all. The only thing is, if I was going to Milwaukee and I knew that they were going to have a playmat, or are gonna no, I should have just brought my empty tube and put my competitor mat in that. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's just another dumb mat. The Mega Guardy one's cool. I'm a hater. Got Cinderace at Louisville and Toronto. Yeah. Yeah, they were giving up that Cinderace map forever. I think I didn't go to Toronto, but I still feel like I have multiple of those. Was it the Latias mats in San Antonio? I can't remember. Yeah. But still, Gaming Gen, be better. Gaming Gen's not off the hook here. Of course, classic AOB siding with Big Pika. He's practically in Big Pika's pocket at this point, just spreading propaganda, making them look better. Classic AOB, this guy. Big Pika's probably paying his bills at this point, letting him stay unemployed. Owned by Big Pika, they're saying. These ambassadors. Exactly, bro. You didn't see Azul complaining about it. You didn't see Piper or Shemansky or any other TCG enjoyers commenting on it, or not enjoyers, ambassadors saying about like complaining about it, right? Right? The funniest thing was like seeing the people on Twitter who are like, man, I'm glad I didn't go to this one. Like just because of the whole playmat thing. It's like, what? Like, is anyone seriously skipping a regional because they're getting the wrong playmat? Like that's just so insane to me. Wait, Dango Rocks with Lucario? No. Who would play this deck? This deck is lame. We should just farm this, right? Shout out whoever that guy was who played Mega Lucario at that one Mick. I can't remember that guy's name. He may be in my chat or something. I don't know. Probably yaps a bunch on Twitter. Hey, man. Oh. I got caught. No shot, this Lucario's tough. Guy, yeah, the Mr. Twitter, Austin Charles. I know, right? I'm a complete and total bum. I'm a top 256 merchant. I really can't talk. But also, I do yap a lot on Twitter. I've been like low-key retired from yapping lately. There have been too many people who like walked up to me at regionals and said, "Oh, you're Alloutblitzle from Twitter," and that kind of has scared me. I don't want to be Alloutblitzle from Twitter. I want to be Alloutblitzle from YouTube or James Kowalski, the Pokemon player. I don't want to be Alloutblitzle from Twitter. I don't want people to think of me as that guy. Like my round one of day 2 in Pittsburgh, the guy's like, "Oh, I follow you on Twitter," and then he's like asking me like what I do, um, like what I do, like was I in school, was I working or anything, and then I mentioned how I stream, and this guy's like, "Oh, you stream?" Like this guy just knows me from Twitter, and it's like, bro, is this actually an audience that exists that just knows me from Twitter? Am I really that big of a yapper? Want to be Jimmy from small town Arkansas? Oh shoot, I'm from Kansas. I'm supposed to say Arkansas. We need to say Kansas in everything. My bad. Just failed all my fellow Kansans. Yeah, man. There's a concerning amount of people who call me like, or who walk up to me at a regional who say, "Are you Alloutblitzle from Twitter?" I think that's fine. Like it's funny. I get a kick out of it. Like if you see me at a regional and say that, like I will laugh to myself. Um, but well, okay, I do really need. Okay, I need to win Shift Gear Yapper of the Year. Then I can retire from yapping. I can be like Michael Jordan and like retire after winning the chip. But I gotta get my Yapper of the Year. And to come to think of it, I had some really good rage baits to like start off the season. The retirement post over Mega, that was such a banger. Maybe I need to lock back in actually. It's been a while since dude, I'm gonna get packed by this terrible Goldango deck because my hand sucks. Bro, maybe my deck's worse. I hope in Riolu. Oh nah. Dude, why am I so bad? Sorry from yapping is crazy. Nah, like high key, I'm like Liam Halbert used to be a crazy Twitter yapper and he like retired. It's like won a couple of regs. So like I probably should do Robin's Trolley. Okay, I just suck at the game. This person's way better than me. I am horrible. I am trash. Some are saying I'm the worst to ever do it. I can't. I'm so bad. He plays like you. The classic Austin Charles maneuver of open precious trolley. So tough. Wow. A lot of people and as well as check Heracross the Limbless guy. For Heracross needs to stream, bro. That guy plays so many mixed for just like nothing. Like I wouldn't even play in mixed if I didn't stream. That guy needs to stream. We gotta get Heracross to stream. Hand's so trash. Like I can't even like go into something. I started bench with Bolt because I want to retreat in Sada. But also if I go retreat now, if I bench Bolt and retreat now, I get Iron Bundled and I'm stuck. See, I'm being smart. I'm not that dumb. I may have like messed up a couple rounds earlier, but I'm like not that bad at Pokemon. I can get my top 256 and then go home. Arvin for T Amiibo? Of course, man. They always have it. Secret box? Okay, just Vessel. Okay. Alright. Are they gonna hit me with the Lunasa or the Soul Rock, whatever that thing's called? No, fantastic to gimme. And pass. Okay, well, this is not good for me. I really don't want a Raging Bolt in my active. I want to have a single Prizer active. I fear that's not possible. Ooh, they attached the balloon. Oh, but this was just cringe and plays like a switch, right? Dude, so cringe. Okay, actually, I feel like I'm actually I may be so tough for this. They're saying I may actually be too tough. You guys don't have it. I don't think you have the other balloon or another Turo or a switch. They're saying that this is just too tough. I mean, you could like retreat it into CPAP, but like I don't know. Wait, should I have done that? Maybe so. Ah, okay, of course. Like, of course. They always have it, man. Like, of course. Yeah, maybe she can like attach a grass to CPAP retreat, but then they're just gonna pass. Two Dangos, of course. Lunar Cycle. Well, we are probably fried. Want to Sada after retreat and see if you draw into stuff. I'm like always losing the game. My opponent's always gonna get like 5 energy on the next turn and win. I want them to have more. Like if they take the first two, I lose. If I'm pushing bolts, I'm always losing the game. I could have like retreated into CPAL maybe, but then my opponent just passes and like I'm in the same spot just like a turn later. I could like retreat Sada, I guess. Or definitely has boss though. Just hoping like without the air balloon that or already air balloon attached, we couldn't move. How are they slow rolling so hard? There's no way they actually whiffed, right? There's like no way. If they whiff their deck, okay, now yeah, they still have a coin bonus. There's no way. Yeah, they still have an active coin bonus, right? Wait, what? Oh yeah, this thing is yeah, sure. They have a coin bonus for one. That still should be SCR, and that's a knockout. No, yeah. Right? Yeah, they don't only use one coin bonus. Yes, they went evolve, coin for two. So they still have a coin for one. There's like no way my Fez survives. Like, can they not just go coin for one SCR and blow me up? Yes. Why did it take so long? What is this egregious slow roll? They put Vessel on top? Wait, why they Gog and hit? Why did they just put like one energy? They could have on Gog. You shuffled the deck. You only suffered for like one card. Nah, this is not okay. They got there? High key makes me mad. I could have pushed the Chien-Pao. Oh man. Oh man. Actually so unlucky. I can't believe I'm this unlucky. How could one be as unlucky as I am? Alright, well. Let's just Sada into the nuts. Oh, Ditto, just what I needed. Come on. Ooh, almost. So now if we played two Fezandipitis here, we would actually be in a really good spot. But I don't. This is so bad. You think there's a reason why people aren't playing Raging Bolts? I think maybe it's because this deck is bad or something. I could have mute for one. Maybe they like prize 3 superiors. You know what? Let's play to that line. They definitely prize double superior. Triple. Some would say even triple superior prized, but at least 2, maybe 3. I can't tell. Aggretics just suck. This is true. This is why I'm not playing any deck like this to any more tournaments. I'm like done being an unserious poke player. For the amount of time I put into this game, I can't just play a deck like this, man. Like if I think I'm better than my opponent, which I think I will be almost every single round, then why would I like willingly do this? Like my opponent like definitely goofed up their last turn, but like doesn't really matter. So I'm playing a passenger deck, man. We want to play a driver deck. We want to be in control of the game. Waste potential hanging for mats. Exactly, bro. Like it's so annoying. Nah, but like all memes aside, that's like something that I've something that I've like it's bothered me a lot, honestly, playing poke. It's like for the amount of time that I put, no way. That does not work. You cannot go Premium Power Pro Vitality Bands. Don't, no. That does not work how you think it does. This is not Goldengo Power Tablet. Oh. Well, that's lame. Anyway. You heard this speech before Worlds, but I can't recall it. I did not do too. I did say this before Worlds. But also, yeah, like I'm a bum. I played bum decks for Worlds and NES, or NESC. I did one for NESC also, but I also like played one for Pittsburgh. And then like I got unlucky and lost. Like I started 501 at Worlds, got unlucky, choked. Then at Pittsburgh was 8-1-2, pretty good record. Got unlucky, choked. But then like also you can say that like, ah man, I got so unlucky. I'm like literally the most unlucky person on the planet. But then at like, the same time, you're playing your dumb passenger deck. So like you like, everything has to go your way. You have to hit the right matchups. You have to draw it basically perfectly. If anything goes wrong, you're cooked. You can lose that random round 2 Pokédad. Not like even if you're better than them, it doesn't matter because your deck just sucks. You don't draw what you need, you lose. Okay, anyway. Speaking of my deck sucking and me losing, why did I discard those cards? I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. Alright, this deck is pretty bad. Do not play Raging Bolt TX. Do I even have like a play here? Do not be having plays right now. Ah. But like, to be real though. But not like if you're someone who like doesn't have time to invest in the game and get good at one of those really good like stage 2 driver decks, then you should be playing one of these easier to play decks because you have the time, enough time to like reach max efficiency with it because it's easier. But like if your goal is to win the tournament, we can't go in playing these passenger decks and expect to do that. It just doesn't happen. Bang! All right, they're never gonna see this one coming, chat. Actually, wait. Baited. Oh, classic Brishore for 6. Bang! So tough, so tough. All right, sick. But yes, this was a perfect game on why, if you want to win a tournament, a major, you can still win a cup with Bolt, but if you want to win a major, do not play Raging Bolt TX or any deck of the same variety. That also goes for Dango and Ceruledge. They're the same thing. You need to have Drix to win these tournaments, man. Bolt does not have any Drix. Do you want to win major, play Guardy? Solid advice. Alright, bye Bolt. I had fun this game. That was so awesome. Ogerpon Bolt? No. What distinction you make between passenger and driver decks? I did not come up with that term. But I don't know, bro. Like feel like I've the way I've I mean the decks that I brought to my last few majors I've given serious unserious vibes, and I don't want to be known as an unserious player. I don't want to be that guy. And like some of it is like, I could like Pidgeot EX and like be on brand, and that would be so tough. Like, what do we value here? But I don't know. I'm done playing these dumb decks. I'm serious. I'm locked in for a Vegas. Like, I think if I bomb another regional, like another top 256, I'm probably gonna go insane, and I don't really want to do that. I felt that way before San Antonio though, so like I felt like this exact feeling of like I need to like do good at one of these majors or I am gonna crash out. So yeah, I get to drop. I get to leave. Bye. Was your logic to bring Bolt to ATL? Okay, the logic for most of my like Bolt to ATL and Crustle to Pittsburgh was like, I think my deck I don't really have a good enough deck to win the event. So I'm just gonna play this deck that I think gives me the best chance to do decently. But that like was like less true for Bolt for ATL. I didn't have a good play, but I also felt like my Bolt list was or the Bolt list I'd been working on with other people was very good compared to other ones that people had. And like Atlanta isn't really a tournament that I have any like I don't regret my deck choice from Atlanta that much. Like I think that I started 8-1 and all my losses were to me being an idiot. Like if I would have played more games with Bolt, I think I like could realistically cut that tournament. Like I had guaranteed win versus Jake round 10. I could have been 9-1 playing against that like terrible Zora Guardy deck. But I choked. So like, yeah, whatever. Is Grim a passenger deck? No. You can actually be in in control of the game with Grim. You're not just winning or losing the game based on if you take the first 2 prizes. Do you think Pidgeot controls any potential line into Absol box? Yes. Get a fast LGM, you have like Star Grunt, Fan stuff in your deck, you'll be fine. Pidgeot EX is like actually so tough. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my my like passenger driver deck crash outs. It is a problem that I have had like ever since my beloved Pidgeot has left. I've struggled to find my own identity as a player, so I've been like playing these various dumb decks. But like also the constant excuse that I've gone back to is like I don't think I'm good enough to win these high skill mirror matches. But it's like if I know that I am one of the players who puts in like the most hours total of Pokemon, like plays some of the most ladder, then like why am I not confident in my own ability to be better? Like why do I have to, instead of just being confident in my own skill, like play a dumb deck to scam people? Because the reason why you should play one of these decks is you don't think you're like, if you play Gardevoir, there's a chance your opponent's gonna be better at Gardevoir than you. So like you don't want that to happen. You don't want your opponents to be better at your deck than you. So like if you're good at the game, then why do you play a dumb like scam deck instead of just being confident in your own ability? Like I don't know. I've been crashing out about this a lot. Like ever since Pittsburgh was just very confusing. Yeah. But it's okay, chat. I am currently not where I need to be as a player. But that is fine. We will figure everything out. It is okay. Everything will be alright. I like your name. Yeah, shout out Anthony for the same 60. Cool deck. No, this was like this was and still is like the best Crustle list. Like if you're playing Crustle for Lil, like start with this list. Don't play this other Psyduck and Sudowoodo junk. I got on the Zora grind, Liam Halbert, and where you at? Okay,
But that's my problem. I had Liam Zoroark list for Pittsburgh. I was laddering with it, but I thought to myself, I'm not going to be good enough at this deck, so I didn't play it. Like, I have had a run of 5 majors in a row where I have had a list that has cut the event that was given to me that was not my own, and I chose not to play it for some other dumb deck. So, like, yes. I do say a lot, trust people smarter than you. But I'm, like, pretty bad at following my own advice. I tend to not play not play lists that smart people give me. Zora's bad? Oh, yeah, I wonder why you think that, Swashy. Luck and Bub? Yeah, I know. It's okay. Like, I just want to keep getting better. And I feel like these tournaments, like, even though I don't do as good as I want to, or yeah, as get as high placement as I want on my Limitless page, like, I still feel like I'm learning a lot. Like, I still have long ways to go, but yeah, I really like. I think what's most important is like just I want to. I just want to keep getting better. I like. Yes, I really like playing Pokemon. I don't know. I need to get back on like this before San Antonio last year. There was like a weekend where I played 20 hours of Pokemon. Like I played 20 hours of ladder in one weekend. I need to get back to that. Like I don't know. It's been harder for me like for these last couple majors because I've been coaching a lot, so it's like hard for like it's like harder for me to have as much time to test myself. That's not really an excuse. I should be more efficient with the time that I have. Um, yeah, I have plenty of opportunities. It's not really fair for me to make excuses, but yeah, whatever. I'm not like trying to complain. Yeah, it's like I know I have it better than most people. Some people can't go to any majors, and like yeah, that sucks. Um, but yes. I don't know what's next, chat. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have my big cash tournament this Wednesday. I'll be streaming it. I'll be playing in it. $150 in the prize pool currently. It's 5 p.m. Central Time. Definitely be there for sure. I'm probably gonna be playing the Ginsburg control list in that tournament. Oh, an LAC? No. But yeah, lots to think about. I don't really know how I'm going to approach preparing for Vegas. Probably should figure out soon because it's like kind of coming up. But yeah. I don't know what to say. Bullet's not that good of a deck. That's all right. I think there were some valuable things talked about on this stream. Hopefully we learned some things. But yeah. Head out chats. I'll see y'all again on Wednesday. We can play some control. It'll be a great time. But yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to get better. I'm not good enough yet, but that's okay. So yeah, I'll see y'all again on Wednesday. I hope y'all have a great rest of your nights. And yeah. I don't really have anything else to chill or say. So I guess there's like still the sale going on Endgame for the sleeves, buy one get one free. If you need some sleeves, go there. But bye. Bye.